Hi all, welcome to the channel Cloud Knowledge. Today in this video we'll study about the copying of data from Azure ADLS Gen2 account to Salesforce. This video is in continuation to the previous video in the playlist of Azure Data Factory scenarios where we are copying the data to and from Salesforce. So in the previous video we transferred it from Salesforce to Azure Cloud. Now in this video, we are going to do the opposite, vice versa. That is, from ADLS Gen2 account, we'll copy one CSV from there to a Salesforce account, and in this case, it will be a legacy account. So on the screen, you can see here the documentation for copying the data from and to Salesforce using ADF or Synapse pipelines. So in this video, we'll not study in detail about the link service creation because we have already studied in the previous videos. Please go through it. Here we'll directly start the copy pipeline. So let me take you to the Azure portal in the Azure Data Factory. Here we are in the Data Factory called as Cloud Knowledge ADF. We'll start creating a new pipeline. The pipeline name is ADLS to SF. Okay. Now we'll take the copy data activity for copying the data in the canvas, and then here we have to do the required settings of the source and the target. The source will be ADLS Gen2 account and a file present in there. So let me take you to the ADLS Gen2 account here. Here we are in the storage account, okay, SHA Singh SA account, where we are in the storage browser under the blob containers named as input. In the input, we have a products.csv file. We'll click on the three dots and click on view and edit. You can see here the preview section that it has 4 columns and 2 rows here. We have to append these 2 rows to the existing products object or the custom object in the Salesforce account. Let me show you the Salesforce account as well. So here on this page, we have the Salesforce account. Okay, this is the Cloud Knowledge Salesforce account. So this is the account which we have demoed in the previous video. We have created the link service for it and also the custom object. So we'll search for the products custom object. Let us search. Here is the products custom object and _C denotes the custom object. Right. So in this products custom object only, we are going to copy the data from this storage account. Okay. These 2 rows we want to get added to it. So we'll go to the Cloud Knowledge. Here we are first going to connect to the ADLS Gen2 account. So we'll click on plus new. We'll search for ADLS Gen2 account. So Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2 account. We'll click on continue. The file is a delimited CSV. So we'll select that. Link service is already in place for that storage account. So we'll browse to the file path. It's inside the input folder and this products.csv file. So we'll select it, click OK. First row has header. We'll click OK. Right, this is done. Now we'll go to the sync setting. In the sync setting, we have to connect to the Salesforce account. We already have created the link service, so we'll select Salesforce legacy. I've already told that this is for the legacy cloud link service or the dataset. So we'll continue. So the link service which we created in the previous video was Salesforce LS. So we'll select the same. Here it's loading the object API. We'll wait for it to load. Let's just wait. Yeah. Now we'll search here the products _C. So this is the target where we want to add the data from the CSV to custom object. We'll click OK. Right. We can preview the data also. Now the sync dataset is done. We'll click over this and here we can preview the data in the products _CSV. Let's wait and preview the data which is present in this object. Yeah. So the data inside this link service in the products _C is this. So the first few columns which you are seeing ID, owner ID until this date. It's all metadata column which are created in the Salesforce. And the main columns of the CSV which we are going to transfer are name, customer ID, country and product. The same is present here, name, product, customer ID and country, right? So we have to do the mapping because in Salesforce, it will take up these columns as well. So we'll just close here the preview. We'll go to the pipeline, and in the pipeline, let's try to first execute it by validating the pipeline. Pipeline will be validated, but we'll face an error. So let me first publish the pipeline and demo you or show you the error which we received, because we have here, you can see 4 columns, and in the Salesforce we have the metadata columns as well. So while insertion of the data, here at the sync we have the right behavior as insert. Okay, it will create error. So let me just perform the debug run and show you. Pipeline is in progress. It failed, right? So we'll click on the failure error message. It says, let me maximize it. It says that the operation failed, invalid batch, field name not found. Okay, many of the columns were not found in the source. So what we'll do is, we'll go to the copy activity, we'll go to the mappings tab here, and we'll import schemas. So we'll click over import schemas, let it load in some time. Yeah, so the schema loaded after a few minutes, and then we can see here the source and destination column. In the destination, you can see that in the source force there are metadata columns, which we don't need, because in our source we have only these 4 columns. So what we'll do is, we'll delete these extra columns. So let me just delete it. And now we are left with name, product, customer ID and country. So we'll map from the source the name to the name underscore C custom object, then the product to product, customer ID to customer ID, country to country, right? Now this looks good. We'll again validate the activity, copy activity, the pipeline, publish the changes, and then perform the debug run. Now again, the pipeline is in progress. We'll wait for its completion. Pipeline succeeded. Now what we can do is, we can just go to the sync here. In the sync data set, we can now preview the data in the products custom object. Let's open it, and we should see here the extra columns with the customer ID 5 and 6 loaded in the target. So let's wait for the preview. So yeah, we can see here. So if we go down here, the created date is showing. The date was 13th. Okay. So 2 objects on this created date 13th are loaded into the target. Other created date are the previous date where the run was performed to the products custom object. On today's date, that is 13th, we can see here the same data loaded, 5 and 6 customer ID with Annie and Sophia as the name, right? 5, 6, Annie, Sophia. So on today's copy data load, 2 new records are loaded into the Salesforce custom object using ADF copy activity. Hope you understood this video. Do let me know in comments if you have any queries in copying data to and from Salesforce. Thank you for watching. Happy learning. Bye.